given that they didn't play some of their guys, what can you take away from this game?
Oh, you got. Hey, we've seen enough of these games where they haven't played some of their guys we've lost. So anytime you can get out and play, I thought the way we did from an offensive standpoint, movement can't hurt you. You know, the ball moved around. I thought Andre and John, the two of them controlled this game from an offensive standpoint about as well as you could. And would they have 22 assists between them, I think? Yeah. Andre with 9 and John with 13. And when we move the ball like that, which you have to do against teams like Miami, and then make shots, you know, it just kind of filtered right on down to everybody. So much better to have a game like this, no matter who you're playing against, gets you a rhythm going. From an offensive standpoint, I was really pleased.
Coach, to piggyback off that question, Eric Spoelstra taking the Popovich approach, and of course he sat out a couple of periods with Brian. Do you think that takes us away from the competition?
Oh, you have to ask them. Yeah, I can't answer that question. Everybody's got their reasoning for doing. Hey, listen, they won back-to-back world champions. What am I going to question what he's doing down there? Everybody has their reasons for doing what they're doing, that's what they felt they needed to do.
You were able to get a lot of key guys arrested as a result.
Yeah, we did, and we got some. You know, Nene got. I think this is the most minutes he's had in the 3 games he's played now. So, and we got some guys more minutes. Him being one of them, which was important for us. You know, to continue to get him rhythm, wind, all that going in a good direction. We got one more game for him to get his legs better under him before the playoffs start.
He's considered to be in the starting 5 for the playoffs. Nene.
Does anybody want to answer that question for me?
Can you speak to how
you'll see on opening?
Brad seems to. I mean, you play him a lot with the second unit, but it seems like when he plays with Miller, is there a special connection?
Well, I mean, Andre's he sees a lot of things. You know, there's a reason why he's been in the league for 15 years, and not just Brad. I think he really helps all that whole unit out. I mean, he got Al as good as looks tonight as he's seen in a long time. But you know, Brad and he do have a good little chemistry there with when Brad comes back in with that unit.
Let's fast forward a little bit. Let's take us into that Boston game. No matter how the outcome is, what do you say to your team going into the playoffs? What's the conversation? Motivation, anything?
Well, I'm not going to give you that. Then it wouldn't be motivation for us.
Give us enough.
No, I mean, we're going to talk about what lies ahead, and what we've accomplished, and not be satisfied. Those kind of things. Like I said, some of these guys are going to experience something that they've never. I can't explain it to them, so it's not any good for me to try to explain what they're going to. But it's going to be special. It's, you know, no matter what the outcome is, it's going to be special. This will be guys that haven't been in the playoffs yet will remember that first game forever because it is so distinct and different. But you know, we also have to, you know, channel that in the right way and be ready to play. That's the main thing.
If you have the,
I'm sorry. Nene seemed like he was especially, at least this morning when I talked to him, that he was really keyed up for this game. Like really.
Well, these are I want him to have an edge, no question. You don't want to, you know, we want to have an edge on Wednesday. The last game of the year on the road, we've done a lot of, you know, we secured. I don't even know who was our last road win against. I can't remember. But anyway, Orlando. All right, you know, secured a winning record on the road for this team, and I want them to continue, even though there's one game left, to build and use that game as something positive going into the playoffs.
So based on what you're saying, even if you were, say, to clinch the 6th seed by Wednesday, you would be tempted to rest some guys. You would want to keep that
You're going to have to come to Boston to find that answer out. That's the same question, basically, what he asked. You're trying it now.
Well, I mean, you just said you want to keep that edge in the final game. So
we'll see.
Yeah, okay.
Can you be critical of yourself going to playoffs? We talk a lot about them, but we also need to talk about you. What
You don't need to
conversation you
talk
had
about
to yourself?
me. You don't need to talk about me.
But
It's about them.
Sure.
It's not about me. My job is just to make sure that they're ready and prepared. And that's what I'm going to do the best I can do, no matter who it is we play. We still don't know it could be 3-4 teams still. So I don't want them thinking about that right now. I want them thinking about themselves, how they're playing, how we're playing, and continue that into Boston. And it's our job, my job, and the coaches to do what we're doing now in the back scene of making sure that when Wednesday night's over with, we'll know. And that we've got however many days it is, we don't know when that first game will be. But it's going to be quick. It's going to be a quick turnaround, and it's our jobs to make sure that we do the best job that I can do to have them ready when that first game happens. Okay?